LaMarcus, just talk about how difficult it is to leave a market like Portland. How tough a decision that was.
It was tough because I think having 9 years in one place, having roots in one place, and being so embedded in their organization, in their history books, and in the culture in the city, it was tough. That wasn't easy at all, and I don't want to say it was. I have a lot of history there. I've loved those fans, for all 9 years. So, coming here, wasn't easy. And even to the last day, it wasn't easy. And I just had to, make my decision, on going forward and transitioning, into a new phase of my life.
LaMarcus, one of the most important business decisions you're going to make in your career. Could have gone to larger markets. There were a lot of media talk about maybe passing up endorsement opportunities. What sold you on the bottom line on San Antonio?
First of all, I'm a power forward. I mean, other than Blake Griffin and Anthony Davis, I don't see a lot of power forwards getting commercials and having that much money off the court. So I wouldn't say I passed up on anything like that. As far as big, a big market, I've never been the guy that just needed that. I've always been about winning and being in a good organization, and I don't see many organizations being better than this one.
LaMarcus, just about Bruce Bowen, your discussion with him to kind of give you his blessing for number 12. Talk about that.
I haven't actually talked to him yet. I would love to say I have. I've kind of been going, but after this, today I'm going to call him and I'm going to thank him because he didn't have to do that. I'm very honored that he wanted to do that. I'm very honored that the organization, even called him to ask him to do it. So, he's loved here, and I don't want to cause any friction, by wearing his number. He gave me his blessing, and I'm very thankful for it because I was having a headache and I wasn't sleeping at night trying to pick my new number because I was going through numbers and it just wasn't fitting right. So I literally was not sleeping. So, for him to do that, it just shows, how great of a person he is.
LaMarcus, was there, in the decision-making process, was there ever a time where you thought maybe this wasn't the right decision to make? And the second part of
Next
the
question.
Second part is the moratorium, obviously, is a collectively bargained piece there. Would you like to see that changed when that comes up, or is it okay the way it is?
When you making such a big decision, you're never gonna be 100% right away. And as I said earlier, leaving the organization I was in for 9 years, and I've had roots, and I'm embedded, in their history. When it's never easy to leave. So, it was moments where I did waver, on coming here because I was, leaving, and I was going out to something new. But, as I said, talking to RC more, talking to Pop more, those guys made me feel comfortable, and they made it feel like home, and they made me feel, safe to, take this leap of faith. And, so far I've been fine with it.
Can you describe your meetings with Gregg Popovich and how that kind of went? Did you know him at all before your meetings?
Yeah, I can describe it. You've seen TNT interviews, right? It was like that, but a little bit nicer. Pop isn't going to, tell you sweet stories or, try to make up things. He's a very honest person. He's very caring, but he's not going to, sweet talk you. And, that came across, clear in the meeting. He had good things to say, but our meeting wasn't, an hour of him just, us sweet talking me. It was basically just, talking basketball, and that was awesome. And I've known him, through the years. I've, had little jokes with him on the sideline, and he said things to me. So, we've, kind of known each other, but not as we do now.
When did you first know that? When did you first know that you were going to do it? That San Antonio was it?
That's tough because I went back and forth a lot, but I had an idea the night before I tweeted it. I was like, I'm just gonna go to sleep with it on my mind. First of all, when I even thought that it was a first, they were my first option. I called Portland and I told them I wasn't coming back. So, I talked to Neil, I talked to Paul Allen that night. Before I went to sleep. so I could, have my mind at ease. And then I went to sleep that night thinking I was going to be a Spur. And when I woke up that morning, I was like, you know what, I still feel comfortable with it. I didn't freak out in the middle of the night. I didn't wake up screaming no. So, I ended up sticking with it.